the Great Northwoods to the Rockbound Coast and streaming live in HD worldwide at foxbangor.com. More people choose Good Morning Maine.
Now on Good Morning Maine, several school teachers took to social media to express their frustration after being told no paychecks would be authorized.
Plus, Acadia National Park's Trails Foreman is retiring after 35 years. We'll check out the celebration.
And we'll have an update on the expansion of Maine's dental care coverage. This and more local news right now.
Good morning and welcome to Good Morning Maine. I'm Emma Smith.
And I'm Joe Cortez. Thanks for joining us this morning. It is July 7th, lucky number 7. We're good to go today. That means it's going to be sunshine, rainbows, beautifulness.
Yes, a beautiful Thursday. A little chillier than it was over the weekend, but
yeah. Oh, yeah. It was cold last night.
Yeah,
I liked it though. Didn't have to run the AC the entire time.
Exactly. I know. I just had the fan on that ambient noise.
That ambient noise that puts us right to sleep. But get your coffee, get everything ready because we have a first check of your forecast with meteorologist Devin Biggs.
Thank you very much, Joe and Emma. Happy Thursday. Your first weather forecast brought to you by Shepherd Toyota, your hometown connection for Toyota cars and trucks. Easy to find on Route 1, Rockland, Thomas, and Town Line. Shepherd Toyota has a great selection of new and previously loved vehicles. At Shepherd Toyota, they don't sell you a car, they help you buy one. Come experience the Shepherd difference today. Alrighty, things looking very quiet out there this morning. No clouds over us. We'll see a lot of sunshine to start, but more clouds will be on the way as we head toward the afternoon period. There's a little bit more activity just off toward the north and west. I'll be heading in our neck of the woods, though. However, any chances for precipitation will be holding off until the overnight period as high pressure is right over us now as this system is now tracked off towards the east. But for now, we're looking pretty decent out there, becoming partly cloudy this afternoon. Any rain chances holding off till well after midnight with more thunderstorms on the way as we head towards the daytime. Tomorrow, the winds starting off very calm this morning. They will be increasing throughout the day, especially along the coast, and overnight maybe getting up to 15 miles per hour in some spots, but not as windy as yet farther in the land. But your forecast for today, middle 70s, not too bad, partly cloudy and nice with that southwest wind getting up to about 5 to 10 miles per hour overall. For tonight, 57 degrees, partly cloudy, a few showers developing late with that south wind getting up to about 5 to 10 miles per hour. And our early forecast for the rest of the morning period, partly cloudy, temperatures in the 70s. Your full 5-day forecast is coming up. Joe and Emma.
Thank you, Devin.
First up this morning, Maine State Police have arrested a woman in connection with a homicide in Pembroke following a months-long investigation.
According to State Police spokesperson Shannon Moss, 42-year-old Rebecca Moores of Robbinston was arrested on an outstanding warrant for murder around 3 o'clock Wednesday afternoon. Moss says the Maine State Police Major Crimes Unit North made the arrest during a traffic stop on Hardy Point Road in Pembroke. Now, Moore has been charged in connection with the death of 53-year-old Paula Johnson, who was found dead in her home on Lighton Point Road in Pembroke back in February. Moores was taken to the Washington County Jail.
Bangor police have found a missing teen, but are still asking for the public's help in locating the second. 15-year-old Madison Trotter was found at a Whole Foods store in Portland. Police are still actively looking for 17-year-old Charity Bell. Both girls are thought to have connections in the greater Portland and Lake region area.
Information about them was shared with other law enforcement around the state of Maine. Social media played a big role in it. Their faces, names were out there pretty quick. We got a lot of tips and information, and so a lot of it comes down to a little bit of luck, but also help from the public.
If anyone recognizes Charity or has information, they are asked to contact Bangor Police Department or their local law enforcement agency immediately.
Millinocket School Department teachers were not happy after previously being notified they would not be paid due to a technicality. A.J. Douglas brings us the details.
Millinocket teachers were notified earlier this week that the town treasurer was not authorized to sign off on payroll checks due to repeated discrepancies within the school budget.
Several school teachers took to social media to express their frustrations after being told no paychecks would be authorized. We spoke to town council member Steve Galibo, who clarified that the school budget for fiscal year 2023 has not been approved because the school department's revenue does not match up with school expenses. Tuesday afternoon, Superintendent Dr. Joshua McNaughton submitted payroll for fiscal year 2023, despite the fact that this particular budget is still awaiting approval and the school department is still working off fiscal year budget 2022. Galib says there's a lack of communication between the town and the superintendent. He also explains that the town treasurer is not authorized to sign off on a budget that has not been approved by both the Millinocket Town Council and community members. The superintendent says the school department has requested on numerous occasions to have access to the general fund account that houses carryover funds.
Councilmember Galib says he called an emergency meeting to address teachers' concerns, and the town treasurer will sign off on payroll allowing teachers to get paid. Galib says he hopes the town council and superintendent communicate better in the future so teachers' pay will not be in jeopardy.
On Tuesday, Governor Janet Mills signed an executive order to ensure access to abortion in Maine and to protect healthcare clinicians who provide abortion services. Our Dylan Holloway has reaction from state leaders and stakeholders.
On Tuesday, Governor Janet Mills signed an executive order to protect abortion rights in the state of Maine. Mills had previously stated her intention to protect access to abortion when Roe v. Wade was overturned by the U.S. Supreme Court. House Speaker Ryan Fecteau released a statement applauding Mills' executive order, saying in part, quote, "As anti-abortion politicians across the country work to criminalize reproductive health care and access to contraception, Maine is standing by the principles of freedom and justice. We won't comply with other states' vicious attacks on reproductive rights. Although an extremist majority on the Supreme Court has ruled otherwise, Mainers value safe and legal access to abortion care." Mills' current gubernatorial opponent, Paula Page, has avoided taking a hard stance when recently asked about abortion.
Roe v. Wade has not been overturned in the state of Maine. It was codified in 1993 by the way, a Republican governor, and I have no reason whatsoever to challenge that. I am not going any further with the topic of abortion. It's just not on my radar.
However, supporters of abortion rights like Nicole Clegg say that when Mills takes on LePage's November, abortion will be on the ballot.
You have Governor Mills, who is clear in her support and advocacy for reproductive rights and freedoms. Paula Page is not. I understand that his comments right now are vague and anybody can interpret them the way that they want to. He owes the voters straight answers. And what we know from our experience of 8 years is that he does not support access to birth control and family planning. He does not support access to abortion. And so voters need to be really, clear about what the decision is.
We reached out to Maine Senate Republicans, Maine House Republicans, and the Maine GOP, but have not received comment back as of this broadcast. I'm Dylan Holloway reporting for ABC7 and Fox 22.
The time is now 6:08. Coming up next on Good Morning Maine, MaineCare dental coverage expansion will benefit over 200,000 Mainers. Find out what expenses are now covered and what facilities are offering.
But first, here's a quick look at your forecast. A high of 76 degrees today, all sunshine, no rainbows, partially cloudy skies, little scattered showers tonight. Temperatures drop below 60. And tomorrow, rain and thunderstorms in the area, but temps are warming back up to the high 70s.
Aren't you glad for innovation? Things that used to be big and bulky, well, now they fit in your pocket. Even your hose, the Silver Bullet. It's making other hoses obsolete. Just turn on the water and the Silver Bullet inflates from pocket size to super size. It's the hands-free hose that grows and grows. Turn off the water and it shrinks back to a super light pocket hose. It's putting itself away. The other hose, it just sits there. Come on, go. Get your 25-foot pocket hose Silver Bullet today. Still just $19.99. You also get our adjustable bullet nozzle, a $20 value, absolutely free. Order now and you can double it to 2. Just pay a separate fee. This offer is not available on Amazon. Get the original pocket hose Silver Bullet today.
Call 1-800-709-9081. That's 1-800-709-9081 or visit silverbullethose.com. So call 1-800-709-9081 now.
Hello, Eastern Maine. Watch You Bet Your Life weekdays at 10 a.m. here on ABC7.
I strive so hard to get to the right verdict.
It's not Murphy's Law.
Do you ever watch a people's court? Do you think I'm an idiot?
It's a court of law.
I'm a judge, and I deal in evidence and proof.
The People's Court.
The law is the law is the law is the law.
All this week at 4 on ABC 7.
It's only July, and the number of deadly drug overdoses in Portland has already surpassed last year's total. This year's Portland police have responded to 28 fatal overdoses compared to 23 all of last year. Megan Wilgus spoke with officials about what they believe is causing the spike.
Officials tell me fentanyl is one of the reasons why we're seeing a rise in deadly overdoses. Homelessness is another. Officials say it's going to take more housing and more resources to bring these numbers down.
And a lot of folks just don't realize that fentanyl is cut into what they're taking.
Fentanyl, it's 80 times more potent than morphine, according to Carrie Barton with Harm Reduction Services. She also says it's cheap and it's addictive.
Thus, they will purchase more. And it's also a shorter half-life than heroin, so folks will want to use more often to achieve the desired effect.
Portland Health and Human Services runs on a harm reduction-based model, offering clean equipment and Narcan to drug users.
It's really a long road to recovery, and harm reduction centers are there for people along the way, making sure that they keep themselves safe, that they don't get bloodborne pathogens.
Barton says it's most important for those who use methamphetamine and cocaine to use fentanyl test strips, also offered at the clinic.
It's very easy to use. It's just a rapid test that one would use to test their drugs prior to use. And again, we have it here completely free.
People taking drugs, experiencing homelessness at the same time, are most vulnerable to overdoses, according to Director of Health Services at Preble Street, Caroline Fernandez.
What we have found is the folks that we house, they do well. They start to put their lives together.
Fernandez runs the program HOUSE. It stands for Homeless Opioid User Service Engagement. In the past 2 years, they have helped 19 people find a home.
We've had clients say, if this was around back when my mother overdosed, I think she would have been alive now.
Yet the funding for the program is not secured, with its grant ending September 31st.
We're very actively trying to get that renewed because we've seen wonderful outcomes. It's changing lives.
When looking at overall overdoses in the city, Portland is on track to beating its record in 2017 of 436 overdoses. So far this year, we've seen 238.
As Maine Care dental coverage expands across the state, one local dental clinic shares what changes will be implemented for adults. Sierra Jordan explains.
Maine Care dental coverage will benefit over 200,000 Mainers. Of those, 70 Maine Care patients will now have the opportunity to make their smile a little brighter right here at the Waterville Community Dental Center in Oakland.
This addition, this change in the benefit will absolutely allow us to be able to provide the same range of services regardless of insurance coverage.
The Waterville Community Dental Center is among the 75 providers who will perform preventative, restorative, and diagnostic care to low-income patients, including cleanings, fillings, dentures, and other important services.
Again, these are the services that allow us to actually do the exams and come up with the diagnoses and really evaluate the teeth and oral health in a comprehensive way so that we can start to treat disease at early stages, again, rather than seeing things when they finally are in pain.
Dr. Williams says the cost of these services were not cheap prior to the expansion. She says a root canal treatment can be $1,000 in reimbursement or more.
We would have patients with large fillings, and we would have to tell them that this will last as long as it can last, and hopefully at some point you'll be able to have the funds to put a crown on there.
The bill, which received bipartisan support, was sponsored by Democratic House Speaker Ryan Fecteau. He says it will save the state $17 million a year. Maine DHHS Commissioner says this expansion will make a difference in improving the health and well-being of low-income and elderly Mainers.
Oral care is just critical. It's an essential part of physical health care and mental health care, as well as contributing to our Maine residents' happiness and ability to participate in our great state.
In Waterville, I'm Sierra Jordan reporting for ABC 7 and Fox 22.
It's 6:15 and about 60 degrees outside. Coming up after the break, Bangor's Parks and Recreation Department says they will soon be able to open a local pool for evening swim.
Plus, the state's first renewable natural gas digester has broke ground in Clinton. We'll be right back.
Do you struggle to open or close your windows? Are they drafty or leaky? Are you constantly adjusting your thermostat only to have your energy bill skyrocket? If you're nodding your head yes, Renewal by Andersen is your best solution. They custom build and install weather-tight replacement windows and back them with a generous, fully transferable limited warranty.
Call now to schedule your free design consultation. Plus, take advantage of this limited time offer with incredible savings and attractive financing. Don't miss out. Call Renewal by Andersen today.
Every killer just might think they're pulling off the perfect crime until, well, it's not. Because what's often hiding in plain sight between four walls is the fatal flaw. The new true crime series premieres tonight on ABC.
If you're looking to buy or sell a home, chances are you have lots of questions. Norm Prouty has answers. Learn some tips and tricks and explore some beautiful homes on the market. The Norm Prouty and Donnell Baker Real Estate Show, Sunday mornings at 6:30 on ABC7.
This week, America's Game celebrates some of America's greatest cities.
Boy, we've traveled a lot.
And our real spinners,
We have all Chicago and D.C. area residents with us.
came to represent their hometowns.
I cheered for the Miami Dolphins.
I was named after one of the oldest bakeries in San Francisco.
That's a funny coincidence because my given name is Sarah Lee.
All this week on America's Game.
I love it.
Weekdays at 7 on ABC7.
Some happy news for those who've been missing the time at the pool. Bangor's Parks and Recreation Department says they will soon be able to open Dakin Pool for evening swim. Bangor Parks and Rec say they've collaborated with Brewer Parks and Rec to develop a plan that added lifeguards from Brewer to the lifeguard staff at Bangor. They were able to hire some trained staff part-time from across the river to fill in a few nights at Dakin. The additional lifeguards will allow for the opening of Dakin Pool for evening swim Monday through Thursday, starting on Tuesday, July 12th. Evening swim is scheduled from 6 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. An admission fee of 50 cents for those under 16 and 8 years of age and $1 for those 17 and older will be charged.
It's great when the two cities, Brewer and Bangor, can come together to try to find solutions for some stuff that we have going on.
Bangor Parks and Rec say the public should remember that all swim times at both the Beth Pankow Aquatic Center as well as the Dakin Pool depend on staff availability.
Summit Utilities just broke ground on the state's first community renewable natural gas dairy digester. Matthew Dronzik has the details from the opening ceremony.
Under the supervision of Peak Renewables, the sister company of Summit Utilities, stakeholders held a ceremony to celebrate the announcement of the state's first renewable natural gas digester, which aims to convert manure into biogas that can benefit the fuel industry. Joined by state officials, local leaders, and the community, statements were made by Peak Renewables CEO Angus King III, Flood Brothers farm owner Jenny Tilton Flood, and Representative Jared Golden on the importance of the day.
This is really, really exciting and very rewarding. We've been working so hard with the local farms that are part of this project, and to be able to see that come together, be able to see all the people who are here, and be able to see the construction that's really making great progress is really exciting.
The project was first announced in 2019. The goal is to assist the local economy and farmers while reducing emissions with homegrown renewable natural gas. Taking place at Flood Brothers Farm in Clinton, the project will collect manure from the various farms in the area daily, where it will be heated and decomposed, creating biogas before being cleaned to make it pipeline quality in order to safely heat homes. Jenny Tilton Flood talked about how much it means to have the project take place on her farm.
This project means a lot to me. Not only is it about investing in our future and making sure that we're able to be a sustainable dairy farm that is a successful business that's able to plan ahead and not only keep providing nutrition for our neighbors, but we're able to plan ahead for our future generations here at the farm.
For Congressman Jared Golden, the project especially hits home.
For me personally, like I said during my remarks, growing up in a place like Leeds where dairy farms still are some, have also seen some close. You realize that it's a tough business, and anything that can kind of improve operations, reduce overhead costs, etc. is just, it's nice to be able to support that, right?
Matthew Jaroncic, ABC7, Fox 22.
The time is now 6:19.
Now let's bring in meteorologist Devin Biggs. It looks like it's going to be a beautiful day in store for us, so we'll see what he has for the rest of the week's forecast.
Good morning, Devin.
Thank you very much, Joe and Emma. Your full weather forecast brought to you by Shepherd Toyota, your hometown connection for Toyota cars and trucks. Easy to find on Route 1 Rockland, Thomas, and Town Line. Shepherd Toyota has a great selection of new and previously loved vehicles. At Shepherd Toyota, they don't sell you a car, they help you buy one. Come experience the Shepherd difference today. Alrighty, beautiful outside this morning. No clouds over us. That will be changing later today as will become partly cloudy this afternoon. A cold front has tracked off toward our east, and now we have high pressure right overhead, a wide area of high pressure located right about in here. This next system will be tracking off towards the south and east. Now send some clouds in our direction, but we will have our chance for thunderstorms coming up as we head towards the daytime tomorrow. But wave heights right now have definitely dropped off, only at around 2 to 3 feet according to the buoys, so no small craft advisories in effect this morning. No, and the winds, in fact, starting off rather calm as well. Maybe a few gusts later this afternoon or so by about 5 p.m. Maybe getting close to 20 miles per hour closer toward the shoreline, but most of us looking rather good. And the winds maybe staying a little gusty overnight, tonight around 5 to 10 miles per hour, but nothing too ridiculous on the way anytime soon. Our average high is now 80 degrees. We'll be in the middle to upper 70s the next few days, so a little below average and getting right at average on Sunday, a little above on Monday, then right back to average as we head towards Tuesday into Wednesday. So pretty normal for this time of the year overall. As we talk about the muggy meter, though, dew points may be on the rise as we head towards Friday as that cold front approaches. So dew points making into the lower to middle 60s. You may notice it being a little bit more muggy by Saturday, Sunday, and Monday we're good. Then later in the day on Monday and a Tuesday, dew points rise again as more humid air begins to move in. UV index forecast for today as you head out the door is actually down a little bit. It's only at a 5, which is moderate. A burn time of around 45 minutes, but still have that hat, the sunglasses, sunscreen shade handy as you head out the door to avoid any sunburn. But as we move forward today, looking pretty decent out there, becoming partly cloudy as we head toward the afternoon period. No rain on the way at all till we head toward the overnight period, and even then, just a few showers is what we're expecting. That'll be about it. By Friday afternoon, more scattered showers and even thunderstorms possible, and some of those may try to get on the stronger side, though, before they clear out as we head towards Friday night into parts of Saturday morning, and the clouds get out of here as well. So again, here's that Friday risk, just a marginal risk overall. So we're talking about this at 1 out of 5, some gusty winds and a little bit of hail not out of the question. And any rainfall looking rather scattered in nature. So some of you may see a lot of rain, others may not see much at all. So moving forward for today, middle 70s, partly cloudy and nice, and southwest wind getting up to about 5 to 10 miles per hour. Later on tonight, upper 50s, partly cloudy with a few showers, and a south wind getting up to about 5 to 10 miles per hour. Alrighty, your Shepherd Toyota extended forecast, more thunderstorms on Friday. Some of those may get on the stronger side. Saturday and Sunday, lots of sunshine. Temperatures in the upper 70s to lower 80s. Lower 80s on Monday, partly cloudy.
Do you hate throwing away food that's gone bad? Does your pantry look like a bad disaster? What if you could keep your food as fresh as the day you bought it and vacuum seal any ingredient? Eric Beast here with my new portable, powerful PowerXL Duo NutriSealer. This incredible breakthrough in technology can savor any flavor while it seals in the freshness. What's the secret? The Duo NutriSealer will remove all the air. Once all the air is removed, the air pressure detection system is automatically activated and seals your bag tight. And it's the only patented handheld sealer that creates double seals. The Duo has a floating hinge and a built-in slicer to make bags of any size. You can even seal through liquid. Don't let its small compact size fool you. With just one touch of a button, the Duo seals any bag and it will stay bonded until you open it, guaranteed. The Duo NutriSealer locks in nutrients and freshness so you can keep your food 5 times longer. Prep and freeze delicious meals, or buy wholesale and seal individual packs and save up to 60%. Our bags are BPA free, microwave safe, and will never leach. Now you can get my PowerXL Duo NutriSealer for only 3 payments of $33.33. Plus, it comes with an ironclad 1-year VIP guarantee protection plan and my recipe book filled with marinades for super delicious meals. We're still not done. Order now and you'll receive an entire year's worth of bags. That's a $50 value, yours free. And we'll also include free shipping. All this is a $300 value, yours today for only 3 payments of $33.33. Remember, this is a special TV-only offer. So call or go to PowerXLDuo.com right now.
Call 1-800-553-7034 or go to PowerXLDuo.com.
If you've been injured in an accident, tell them you mean business.
A popular e-cigarette maker can still sell its products in the U.S., despite a recent decision by the FDA to ban them. The FDA had ordered Juul to ban its products from the U.S. market in June, saying the company did not provide enough evidence to prove that its products are safe. Juul appealed the ban, and the FDA now says it will temporarily lift the ban, while the company appeals the decision.
WNBA star Brittany Griner's drug trial resumes in Russia this morning, where she has been held since February. And now the White House is facing criticism after President Biden called Griner's wife. The criticism is coming from the family of another American held in Russia, who says they've never received such a phone call. And Wynn has the latest.
Last night, a rally for Brittany Griner held by the team she's led for nearly a decade.
Brittany Griner, BG.
The Phoenix Mercury, their fans, and Griner's family making it clear Brittany is not alone.
I honestly can't rest until she's home.
President Biden, please help bring BG home.
Day 2 of the WNBA star's trial gets underway this morning in Moscow, just days after the White House received a handwritten letter Griner wrote to President Biden. Reading in part, "I'm terrified I might be here forever." The president and vice president yesterday called Griner's wife directly. The White House saying the president called Cheryl to reassure her that he is working to secure Brittany's release as soon as possible.
Let's make sure this administration knows that they have our support to do whatever is necessary, and that we are not going to ever be quiet until she's home safely.
But the family of Paul Whelan, an American detained in Russia since 2018, is slamming the president, saying he's never called them. Whelan's sister tweeting, "Still looking for that press release," saying President Biden has spoken to anyone in our family about Paul Whelan wrongfully detained in Russia for 3.5 years. More than 1,000 black women leaders also wrote to President Biden, urging him to make a deal to bring Griner home. She could face 10 years in prison if convicted of carrying vape cartridges with cannabis oil through a Russian airport.
Still to come here on the second half of our show. This Friday, the Downtown Bangor Sidewalk Art Festival is back in business. Hear from the executive director next.
Plus, it's been a long road for one national park trail foreman, and now he's walking away with the highest honor. This and more local news as Good Morning Maine continues.
I've never really been offered a beauty campaign when I was in my 20s or my 30s or my 40s. It wasn't until I was 48 years old when I thought that was way behind me. Here you come along and ask me to join you on this journey with Meaningful Beauty.
No matter what your age, now is the perfect time for beautiful, younger-looking skin with Meaningful Beauty. Join Ellen Pompeo and millions of women who use the age-defying super treatments that have kept supermodel Cindy Crawford looking so youthful for over 20 years. Look at Cindy's skin at age 31 and at age 52. There's hardly any difference, and it's doing the same for Ellen.
My skin looks better today than it did 5 years ago. That's a great feeling. We can be such an inspiration to women to embrace aging and to celebrate it, to show other women this isn't necessarily a bad thing.
I am so passionate about Meaningful Beauty because I'm able to share with women everywhere.
So make the call or go online now and put yourself on the path to the most beautiful skin of your life. Trust me, it's worth it.
Meaningful Beauty is normally $139. You'll pay only $49.95 for all 5 concentrated super treatments. Plus, we'll include free shipping and a 60-day money-back guarantee. Be among the first 500 orders now and get a brand new gift package worth $115 free. You'll get Cindy's famous instant line filler, the Ultra Lifting and Filling Treatment. And for the first time ever, Cindy's incredible new Skin Revitalizer, free. This deep cleansing massager has hundreds of ultra soft silicone touch points that pulse at up to 4,000 times per minute.
It uses sonic waves that actually helps lift impurities and dirt out of your pores, and your skin is just glowing even before you put a product on it.
This is a limited time only special offer. Only $49.95 for everything you see here. Call the number below or go to meaningfulbeauty.com right now.
You're watching ABC 7 Bangor.
Happy Thursday. It's July 7th of 2022. It's mostly clear this morning. Devin has more in a moment.
Here's some mysterious history. Something crashed into a ranch in Roswell, New Mexico 75 years ago today, raising speculation that the object was an extraterrestrial spacecraft. And Roswell hasn't done the same since.
Boris Becker became the youngest person to win Wimbledon at age 17. That was 37 years ago today. And the Beatles drummer Ringo Starr is 82 today. I had my first cat ever named after Ringo.
That's a great cat name.
Ringo, and now we have Lennon. Lennon's the cat now. Ringo passed away a few years ago, so we're missing Paul and George, but we'll get there.
Good. And those are human names, and we all love a pet with a more human name.
Of course. For some reason, my family has one of those. We named our dog Hogan after Hogan's Heroes. 1960s, 70s sitcom. You ever heard of it?
Not Hulk Hogan.
Oh, okay. No, not Hulk Hogan. We got a lot of that, though.
And today is Tell the Truth Day. Shouldn't that be every day, though?
Yeah, I feel like it should.
That's how I
mean, especially in our industry, it needs to be every day. But in general.
Generally, don't worry. That's not just the day of today. It's every day.
It's every day.
Here on Good Morning.
You should always be telling the truth. I mean, I'll be 100% honest. I got pulled over the weekend, and I was doing over the speed limit. Full disclosure, over the speed limit, and the officer who pulled me over said he was happy that I told the truth because he asked me how fast I was going, and I told him the exact number, which I'm not going to reveal now, but
it's pretty bad.
And he said I do not condone the speeding, but he did say that I appreciate you telling the truth, and I was like, you know what? I should be telling the truth every single day.
Truth 2.0 here on the 6 a.m. show.
Exactly,
you told the truth to him, now you're telling the truth to everybody else.
White lies are just like, they're out. They're out for today. You can't even say a white lie today. Can't
not
say
today,
that.
not tomorrow.
5, 6, 7, 8?
No day ever. Well, on that note, let's turn it over to meteorologist Devin Biggs.
Devin, good morning.
Thank you very much, Joe and Emma. Happy Thursday. Your first weather forecast brought to you by Shepherd Toyota, your hometown connection for Toyota cars and trucks. Easy to find on Route 1 Rockland, Thomas, and Town Line. Shepherd Toyota has a great selection of new and previously loved vehicles. At Shepherd Toyota, they don't sell you a car, they help you buy one. Come experience the Shepherd difference today. Alrighty, things looking very quiet out there this morning. No clouds over us. We'll see a lot of sunshine to start, but more clouds will be on the way as we head toward the afternoon period. There's a little bit more activity just off toward the north and west. I'll be heading in our neck in the woods, though. However, any chances for precipitation will be holding off until the overnight period as high pressure is right over us now as this system is now tracked off towards the east. But for now, we're looking pretty decent out there, becoming partly cloudy this afternoon. Any rain chances holding off till well after midnight with more thunderstorms on the way as we head towards the daytime tomorrow. The winds starting off very calm this morning. They will be increasing throughout the day, especially along the coast, and overnight maybe getting up to 15 miles per hour in some spots, but not as windy as yet farther in the land. But your forecast for today, middle 70s, not too bad, partly cloudy and nice with that southwest wind getting up to about 5 to 10 miles per hour overall. For tonight, 57 degrees, partly cloudy, a few showers developing late with that south wind getting up to about 5 to 10 miles per hour. And our early forecast for the rest of the morning period, partly cloudy, temperatures in the 70s. Your full 5-day forecast is coming up. Joe and Emma.
Thank you, Devin.
The Downtown Bangor Sidewalk Art Festival will return this Friday. People are invited to walk Harlow Street and explore the music performances and artistic demonstrations that will be taking place.
Downtown Bangor Partnership Executive Director Betsy Lundy talked about the importance of the event.
Downtown Bangor is really the arts and culture capital of central and northern Maine. We have an incredible number of artists and studios in downtown, in arts organizations. So they have a lot of stuff to bring with them to these festivals and to share with people. And they've had an opportunity to really, focus on their work and developing their work. And they are so excited to share it with the community.
This is the first time that the event is taking place since 2019.
Love the downtown area. Have you gotten a chance to see the mural by the post office?
Yes, I love it.
Came out great.
I love it.
Came out great.
It's
And if you
super
missed
special.
it, when we go on our walk, when I go on my normal walk today, I'll take a picture of it and tweet it out.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. And Acadia National Park's trails foreman is retiring after 35 years with the National Park Service.
Stephanie Wittenbach has the details.
Friends of Acadia has been around since 1986, and the mission of the organization is to preserve, protect, and inform others about Acadia National Park. Wednesday evening, the nonprofit held its annual meeting in Bar Harbor and gave a special thanks to longtime trails foreman Gary Stelpflug. Stelpflug has led teams to revitalize and create trails throughout the national park and is retiring this August.
It's a unique place, and working here for a long time has enabled me to help people, help the environment, help history. So it's really been a great job. It's been a great life, actually.
Friends of Acadia awarded Stelpflug with their highest honor, the Marianne Edwards Distinguished Service Award. The award is named after the group's founder.
We were honoring Gary because he has served for many years in the leader role, working on trails, documenting the historic and cultural aspects of them, making sure they're maintained to a high standard.
Superintendent of Acadia National Park, Kevin Schneider, says volunteers are crucial in maintaining the park.
We are trying to protect this incredible place for future generations, and partners like Friends of Acadia are crucial in helping us do that.
If folks want to contribute to Acadia's future, you can donate to Friends of Acadia online or volunteer. In Bangor, Stephanie Wittenbach reporting for ABC7 and Fox 22.
Old Town Police apprehended a suspect who was wandering on someone else's property. Now, this isn't a normal call authorities are used to, but this sheep was clearly just enjoying a beautiful summer day. On Tuesday, Sergeant Bailey and Deputy Chief Miller responded to a home and were able to successfully corral this little fluff ball into the cruiser, and away they went.
Deputy Chief Miller lives on a farm and has extensive experience handling farm animals. After a brief stroll around the neighborhood, they located the animal owner and returned him safely to his home. The sheep did not face any charges.
Thank God. Thank God. Got to keep those sheep, out here and about.
Right. And the 25th Annual Maine International Film Festival kicks off tomorrow at the Waterville Opera House. It's a 10-day event that is a project of the Maine Film Center, which showcases the best of American and international indie and repertory cinema.
Film restorations will premiere, as well as some never-before-seen content that will not be released again. Information, tickets, and the event schedule can be found at miff.org.
Still to come here this morning, 4 bowlers from Hamden have qualified for the chance to represent Maine on the national level. Dave Peck and Tyler Cruz join us next.
We'll be right back.
This is the moment you've been waiting for. Due to phenomenal demand, the Backstreet Boys are back. The record-breaking DNA World Tour continues. Brian, Kevin, Howie, Nick, and AJ. Backstreet Boys. Maine Savings Amphitheater, July 21st. Get tickets now at waterfrontconcerts.com or Ticketmaster.com. For more, check backstreetboys.com.
It was like 8 o'clock, and Rick's not home yet. I called his phone, and there was no answer. My front doorbell rings. I knew the minute I heard the doorbell what was on the other side. They knew that Rick was driving 8 miles an hour, and the brakes were engaged, and the person that rear-ended him just wasn't paying attention. Unless you're looking straight ahead, everything else you do is distracted driving. If this could help one family, time well spent. Nobody should have that knob in the door.
Hewitt Lift and Rolladock creates
the strongest, simplest, and most reliable dock system.
With one simple goal:
to get you on the lake
faster and easier than anyone else.
Because at Hewitt, we build stronger.
After 40 years of quality building, we get it.
Hewitt family builds for your family.
For your family.
For your family.
Stand on the solid foundation of the Hewitt family.
Docks, pontoon legs, and boat lifts.
You work hard, play harder. You deserve a Hewitt.
Sign up for You Pick 'em Red Sox at foxbangor.com. Pick who you think is going to win and compete against other fans for prizes.
Good morning, everyone. Well, despite picking up the sport just a few years ago, 4 bowlers from Hamden have already gotten to the point where they're about to represent Maine on the national level. Tyler Cruz has more.
It's definitely cool, something I've always dreamed of, especially in baseball. But, I mean, now we do it in bowling, so it's definitely going to be a good experience.
A few bowlers from Hamden are about to go on the trip of a lifetime. And for some, it's their second year in a row.
It's an experience like no other, really. I mean, I've done baseball trips. We went to Cooperstown, New York, and that was something for that. But this is just the bowling version of that.
Connor Adams, his 2 brothers, Ryan and Alex, and Andrew Lyons have all qualified for the Junior Gold National Championships in Grand Rapids, Michigan. Connor, Ryan, and Andrew all went in 2021, with that tournament taking them out to Indianapolis.
Ever since last year, so I'm like counting down the days. Now we're 8 days out till we get on the plane and head out of here, so I'm very excited.
What's even more impressive, the group just started bowling a few years ago, and it didn't take long for them to realize it's more than just a winter hobby.
We just started 2 falls ago. I got my driver's license so I could bring us over here. So it's something new.
I used to just roll it straight, but I started hooking it a little bit, and I was kind of surprised that my ball actually hooked. So I started coming more, and I got a little bit better.
I really just picked this up for fun, not really expecting to be competitive at it.
Of the 4, Connor is the one most into bowling. He's the one bringing everyone out to the lanes and turning them all into serious bowlers.
Well, I mean, I never really thought I was actually that decent at it, but, Connor roped me into all this stuff and made me come with him.
He went all the time, and we eventually just got roped into it.
He's definitely the ringleader, yeah, for sure.
The boys are 4 of about 15 bowlers from Maine to qualify for the national tournament this year. But for them, it's all about the experience and enjoying the trip away with each other.
But it's also the stuff that you don't do on the lanes. You go visit, this year we're going to go to the beach.
Connor told me there's a beach party, food, everything. I'm pretty excited for that.
I'm just excited to go out there. I know that there's going to be some fun stuff out there, so I'm just excited for the trip in general.
I like going out there. These guys are basically my family, so it's a good trip.
Reporting from Bangor, I'm Tyler Cruz, ABC 7, Fox 22 Sports.
That's impressive stuff. You see the spin on the ball. It's got shades of Pete Weber out there. They may be on to something. It sounds like a great time as well. A little beach party, little trip out west. Best of luck as they head that way. For now, though, let's turn our attention to the east, where Cooper Flag's FIBA World Cup experience continued on Wednesday with Team USA facing Egypt in the round of 16. We pick it up in the first quarter. Flag with a nice shot fake here, drives right, gets to the basket for 2. Still in the first, it's Flag on the offensive glass here. Then he drives baseline, puts it up not once, not twice, but the third time is the charm, finally gets it to go. Newport native with a huge impact early. Here again with a massive block, sending the ball flying off the glass, which led to an easy fast break layup on the other end. He continued his strong performance in the third, showing off his length. Another block, another easy 2. We finished with 8 points, 10 rebounds, 2 assists, and 4 blocks in the win. And they will face Serbia, that is Team USA, in the quarterfinals on Friday of the World Cups. And we will, of course, have coverage of that come Friday. But for now, we'll go on to some baseball. This past spring, Katie Krall became the first female baseball coach in AA history. And this week, a piece of that history arrived in Cooperstown. On Tuesday, the helmet Katie wore on her very first night coaching the Sea Dogs was placed in baseball's hallowed Hall of Fame, and she was lucky enough to experience the moment in person as a pioneer of the sport.
Such an honor to be part of the history of the game now. The museum curators kept saying to me, Katie, this will live here forever. So generations from now, if you have daughters or granddaughters someday, they'll have to put on plastic gloves, but they'll be able to see your helmet, it's pretty humbling. It's amazing to be part of it.
Now, since joining the Sea Dogs as the development coach this season, Krall has helped oversee the growth of pitchers such as Brian Bayo in his journey to the majors.
To your point about working with him, like prioritizing his sinker and reminding him where to use his fastball, because sometimes it can get a little bit flat if it's left over the heart of the plate. So he deserves everything that he's getting right now. And I'm excited for him to work with Bushy and AC and to have this moment, because nobody deserves it more.
So an awesome moment there in Cooperstown. Congratulations again to Katie for all her continued success. And with Chris Sale pitching in Worcester, it was Brian Bayo who would get the start at Fenway Park. Major league debut for the Red Sox top pitching prospect just 23 years old. First inning is where we will begin. Ran into a little trouble. Wander Franco here finds a hole up the middle. Yandy Diaz comes around to score from second. That made it a 1-0 game, so Rays strike first once again. He navigated a jam to keep it 1-0. Then in the second, though, picks up his first Major League K on a heater high and away. But in the third, some more trouble for Bayo. Randy Arozarena smacks one to left center. That gets all the way to the F.W. Webb center on the wall. Barrels all night off of the Bayo slider and changeup. He went 4 innings, giving up 4 runs on 6 hits while walking 3 as the Sox lose this one 7-1. Meanwhile, down the Mass Pike, it was Chris Sale who was getting the rehab start with the Woo Sox. He went 3 2/3 innings, giving up just 1 run. He struck out 5, but he also walked 5. That was a part that he was not happy with, so he'll get back to work. Hopefully, we'll be back in the Red Sox rotation at some capacity against the Rays next weekend. We'll keep you updated on that, of course, as he progresses. Ernie, that's sports. We'll be right back.
For a better center to serve you, Bangor Tire has moved to Herman. For a bigger selection of trusted brands, Bangor Tire has moved to Herman. And to better service your ride, no matter the size, Bangor Tire has moved to Herman. Master mechanics, free shuttle service, and the fair deals you deserve. Take Littlefield Avenue to Bangor Tire, beside Dysart's in Herman. BangorTire.com.
We're more than just a tire store.
Looking to haul a new piece of equipment? Homeowners or commercial, Coops Truck and Equipment has the right trailer for you. Coops is the largest dealer of truck flatbeds and hauler bodies in this state and can replace any old rusty bed or outfit any new truck. Our full-service facility can modify all truck and trailers with steel and aluminum fabricators on duty. We are your go-to place for CM truck bodies, H&H trailers, and load trail trailers. For trailers, truck bodies, truck outfitting, and more, it's Coops.
With Thursday's business news, here's Leo Jonathan.
The Dow gained 0.2% Wednesday. The Nasdaq added 0.3%. The S&P closed up 0.4%. The Labor Department says there were 11.3 million job openings in May. That's down from the month before, but there are still 2 jobs available for every unemployed American. Gasoline futures were down nearly 10% on Tuesday amid fears that a recession could slice into demand. It's the biggest one-day drop in 16 weeks. And baby formula from overseas may be here to stay. The FDA says it's working on new rules that would allow global makers of formula to continue selling in the U.S. after the current shortage eases. I'm Leo Jonathan with Thursday's Business on ABC 7.
Big news for Stranger Things fans, and exciting trailers bring first looks at new movies on the way.
It's all in today's Hollywood Nation with Fox's Ashley Dvorkin.
This is all turning out to be a lot larger than any of us.
Starfield's action-packed first looks and the Upside Down expands in the Hollywood Nation.
And guys, right here.
The Duffer Brothers have a new production company, Upside Down Pictures. It's part of their overall deal with Netflix and will produce a slate of film and TV projects, including a live-action Stranger Things spin-off series and a stage play set within that world and mythology. The Duffer Brothers say they aim to create the kind of stories that inspired them, stories that take place at that beautiful crossroads where the ordinary meets the extraordinary.
Train hard, fight harder.
Today's first looks start with Oscar winner Viola Davis leading the action in The Woman King, about the all-female unit of warriors protecting the African kingdom of Dahomey in the 1800s against European invaders. The historical epic is in theaters September 16th.
We need someone to help us.
A trailer for David O. Russell's Amsterdam shows draws its star-packed cast, including Christian Bale, Margot Robbie, and John David Washington, in a story of three friends who find themselves at the center of one of the most shocking secret plots in American history. Amsterdam is in theaters November 4th.
That's how we did it in the 90s, son!
And with their signature comedy, Jay and Silent Bob return in Clerks 3, in theaters September 13th and 15th. Plus, writer-director Kevin Smith is bringing it on the road with his Clerks 3 convenience tour.
Now that's what I call acting!
In Hollywood, Ashley Dvorkin, Fox News.
And now here's Devin Biggs with one final look at our full weather forecast.
Good morning, Devin.
Thank you very much, Joe and Emma. Your full weather forecast brought to you by Shepherd Toyota, your hometown connection for Toyota cars and trucks. Easy to find on Route 1 Rockland, Thomas, and Town Line. Shepherd Toyota has a great selection of new and previously loved vehicles. At Shepherd Toyota, they don't sell you a car, they help you buy one. Come experience the Shepherd difference today. Alrighty, beautiful outside this morning. No clouds over us. That will be changing later today as will become partly cloudy this afternoon. A cold front is tracked off toward our east, and now we have high pressure right overhead, a wide area of high pressure located right about in here. This next system will be tracking off towards the south and east. Now send some clouds in our direction, but we will have our chance for thunderstorms coming up as we head towards the daytime tomorrow. But wave heights right now have definitely dropped off, only at around 2 to 3 feet according to the buoys, so no small craft advisories in effect this morning. No, and the winds, in fact, starting off rather calm as well. Maybe a few gusts later this afternoon or so by about 5 p.m. Maybe getting close to 20 miles per hour, closer toward the shoreline, but most of us looking rather good. And the winds maybe staying a little gusty overnight, time around 5 to 10 miles per hour, but nothing too ridiculous on the way anytime soon. Our average high is now 80 degrees. We'll be in the middle to upper 70s the next few days, so a little below average and getting right at average on Sunday, a little above on Monday, then right back to average as we head towards Tuesday into Wednesday. So pretty normal for this time of the year overall. As you talk about the muggy meter, though, dew points may be on the rise as we head towards Friday as that cold front approaches. So dew points making into the lower to middle 60s. You may notice it being a little bit more muggy by Saturday, Sunday, and Monday we're good. Then later in the day on Monday and a Tuesday, dew points rise again as more humid air begins to move in. UV index forecast for today as you head out the door is actually down a little bit. It's only at a 5, which is moderate. A burn time of around 45 minutes, but still have that hat, the sunglasses, sunscreen shade handy as you head out the door to avoid any sunburn. But as we move forward today, looking pretty decent out there, becoming partly cloudy as we head toward the afternoon period. No rain on the way at all till we head toward the overnight period, and even then, just a few showers is what we're expecting. That'll be about it. By Friday afternoon, more scattered showers and even thunderstorms possible, and some of those may try to get on the stronger side, though, before they clear out as we head towards Friday night into parts of Saturday morning, and the clouds get out of here as well. So again, here's that Friday risk, just a marginal risk overall. So we're talking about this at 1 out of 5, some gusty winds and a little bit of hail not out of the question. And any rainfall looking rather scattered in nature. So some of you may see a lot of rain, others may not see much at all. So moving forward for today, middle 70s, partly cloudy and nice, and southwest wind getting up to about 5 to 10 miles per hour. Later on tonight, upper 50s, partly cloudy with a few showers, and a south wind getting up to about 5 to 10 miles per hour. Alrighty, your Shepherd Toyota extended forecast, more thunderstorms on Friday. Some of those may get on the stronger side. Saturday and Sunday, lots of sunshine. Temperatures in the upper 70s to lower 80s. Lower 80s on Monday, partly cloudy.
Feel the difference of alpaca apparel from the Blue Alpaca Ranch and Store in Belfast. Stop by their ranch location to interact with these amazing animals and enjoy the beautiful Maine outdoors with your very own alpaca walk. Shop in-store or online today and take advantage of their free nationwide shipping. With their incredible selection of socks, sweaters, hats, and more, experience the unique qualities that alpaca fiber brings with the Blue Alpaca. Feel the difference.
Hey, it's Eric from Green Bear 420. We've been in business since 2010 and going strong, so stop in and check us out. We specialize in glass art by over 100 local artists and even have live glass blowing. Plus, we carry incense, novelties, t-shirts, and hard-to-find items. We have tons of local products for the tie-dye wearing person in your circle of friends. Come see us at 531 Moosehead Trail in Newport. And remember, Green Bear 420, it's not just a store, it's a lifestyle.
The best value for your money is always at the Furniture Gallery. And now, during our Summer Sizzler sale, take home this Ashley recliner for only $2.99. And take an additional 10% off all other recliners. The Furniture Gallery's Camp and Cottage Queen Foam or Inner Spring mattresses start at only $2.99. Big time inflation buster sofa and love seat for an incredible low price of $9.99. Special financing is available only at the Furniture Gallery in Augusta, Bangor, Gorham, North Windham, and now open in Newport.
When Brewer Redemption Center wants to know the local forecast, they log on to foxbangor.com. Fast, friendly, honest, and clean. The folks at Brewer Redemption Center will have you leaving with a smile on your face and money in your pocket.
Kelly Ripa hosts the family trivia game that challenges each generation.
Name this handsome model with long hair.
Thor?
It's a battle of the ages. Generation Gap premieres tonight at 9/8 Central on ABC.
When I first started my catering business years ago, one of my secret ingredients that I used in everything from hors d'oeuvres to the most decadent desserts was frozen puff pastry. It was so easy to use and the results were always amazing. So today I want to show you a simple bakery favorite that starts off with puff pastry and ends up with rave reviews. We unfold a sheet of thawed puff pastry and cut it into 9 squares. Then we fold each one in half, making a triangle. Now we cut 2 slits, about 1/4 of an inch away from the edge, like this, making sure the 2 cuts don't meet. Next, we unfold the triangle and fold the cut part back over it so it looks like this. We repeat this on the other side. Then we spoon a bit of our homemade cream cheese filling on the center and top it off with a fresh raspberry. Once they're all done, we bake them till the dough is golden and crispy. After these cool slightly, we dust them with some powdered sugar, and there you have it. A fancy treat that looks like it came from a French bakery, thanks to our secret ingredient, the puff pastry. The recipe for our raspberry cream Danish is online now, and will never let you down. I'm Monsieur Harwood in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found a French secret ingredient way for you to say, c'est bon, which is another way to say, ooh, it's so good.
A new study says eating avocados may help cholesterol levels. Now, Penn State University researchers doing a 6-month experiment with over 1,000 participants say avocados, although weren't found to affect weight loss or gain, but they did help drop levels of total cholesterol.
I know it's a little cruel to include that right after Mr. Food, but it's good information to know, as well as low-density lipoproteins, or LDL, which could be the bad part of cholesterol numbers, which will be dropped from eating avocados. The researchers say eating an avocado a day can lead to small milligram drops in bad cholesterol and can improve diet quality.
That would be an expensive week. Avocados are not cheap.
I know. Sometimes they're on sale. It seems like they're $1 per avocado, though, generally.
Yeah. I do love making the avocado dip. We had some mild dip over the weekend. Oof.
Like guac?
Yeah.
Oh, avocado dip.
Avocado dip, guac. Yeah, okay, sorry. You can tell how much I have it normally, but I do love it. It is delicious.
Yes, me too. Well, Good Morning America is next on ABC 7.
Stay with us for the second hour of Good Morning Maine featuring Pet of the Week. That's next up on Fox 22. Have a great rest of your Thursday.
Do you have trouble hearing conversations? Are you constantly asking loved ones to repeat themselves? Do you miss out on discussions or talking with friends? Then you would benefit from Nano hearing aids. Don't waste thousands of dollars on expensive hearing aids or settle with the frustration of cheap amplifiers. Right now you can get 2 revolutionary Nano CIC Recharge hearing aids, regularly $794 for just $297, or opt into our payment plan of 4 easy payments.
I love how affordable the Nano hearing aids are. Compared to some hearing aids, they're as much as $3,000, $4,000, $5,000.
Don't be fooled by higher-priced hearing aids. The CIC Recharge is a true hearing aid, not an amplifier. It has rechargeable technology that many customers say is superior to more expensive models.
Well, these Nano hearing aids are fantastic. They're affordable, they're easy to fit into the ear. And what really impressed me is I'm hearing things I haven't heard in years.
Our friendly operators are standing by to take your order.
800-820